The Will You Grow Show goes live Sundays 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern. To receive notifications, click the subscribe button beneath this video, or visit YouTube's Will You Grow channel to see more shows and videos. And now, here's Will You founder Angelique Medow with this week's Will You Grow Show.
Welcome to the Will You Grow Show. How are you? I'm Angelique, and I'm here to ignite your inner courage to release yourself from limitations. I'm the founder of Will You and WillYouGrow.com, an inspirational multimedia company that provides personal growth and joy through education, conversations, and adventures like the one we're on today. We are obviously not in the studio. We are here in Townsend, Tennessee, out at Cades, Cove. It's a beautiful hiking spot. As you can see, the gorgeous Blue Ridge, Smoky Mountains here in the background, and the lovely wildflowers blooming in the fields behind me. Once a month, we are taking folks out on a personal, customized hike where we will be taking the opportunity to have a little ritual where we release things from our experience of life that we are ready to let go of. It's customized because it means that you get to choose what it is that you're ready to release. It might be something that's a bad habit. It might be something that's just feeling oppressive to you, maybe some sadness of the past or some things that you're ready to release in this lifetime and experience a life that's transformed through that situation. And then down at the bottom of the hike, after we've done our release, we are going to have an immersive experience. There is a gorgeous waterfall down at the bottom. As you can see, I've got my suit on. We're going to take a jump into the waterfall and the beautiful pool that's right below it. It's a cool water. It's always running cool. So it'll be almost like a lovely little immersive baptism of our new self. After we've released the things that we need to let go of, we will refresh and cleanse and allow that water to come and soak into our spirits, and then we'll have a lovely hike back where we're inviting in all of the new things that we'd like to have more of in our life, whether that be love, trust, support, encouragement, just opportunities to take more time in nature. Whatever it is that a person wants to take in more of, that's what we'll be asking for at that time. I encourage you, join us every third Tuesday of the month from now until October. You can join us on your very own transformative hike up into the mountains and down into the waterfall. We're here on tour today with Donald, and he's going to tell you a little bit about himself and what brought him here today. After Donald shares his message, then we're going to go out and take our hike, and we'll give you little snippets of how that goes along the way. And then we'll wrap back up at the end to share a little bit of our experience from today and invite you to join us here in Cades Cove or out at Ancient Lore Village on Thursdays to join us for a nature tour there. So come on, let's take a hike.
This is a quick story about how I transformed from being an active alcoholic to having a spiritual life. Basically, it all started with Mother Nature. And I was struggling of how to have a spiritual life in sobriety. And basically, I didn't understand the concept of how spirituality worked or how I could apply it in my life. So basically, I had asked a sponsor, how do I have this spiritual life that everyone's talking about? And I don't understand it. I grew up with very little religious upbringing. I grew up with very little loving way of living. And so basically, I was very curious about this spiritual way of living in sobriety. And I had basically had a sponsor, and he had said to me as we're driving down the road, because he knew I was struggling with this idea of being spiritual or how you do it. And he basically said, okay, Donald, I want you to go build a tree. And I looked at him and I said, build a tree? Well, that's crazy. I mean, you can't. And then of course the light started to come on, and I started thinking about the wind and the ocean and basically Mother Nature and how there is such power with Mother Nature. And that was kind of my turning point as far as how to accept spirituality in my life, and coming to the idea that something else was out there that could help me, that could guide me, that I could rely on as far as having a spiritual life, being more comfortable in my skin, trusting something other than myself, because up until that point, trusting myself was not a very good thing. It got me into some serious trouble. So the transition began with the idea that Mother Nature was really where I had found my peace, and I could seek it out and get peace in my life. So I, from that point on, had used Mother Nature and energy in the world, the sun, the ocean, the wind, the ground, the trees, anything that was out of my control, or something that I could learn from that point, other than trying to think that I knew how to do everything, and my ego was, driving everything. So it was a very, very good lesson in having a spiritual life, and just being more relaxed in life, being around people that I love and that love me. So very fortunate to be sober these days. Love it. Wouldn't have it any other way. And as you can see in the background, this is what I'm talking about. It's just unbelievable. And that's my quick little story. It was a huge, of course you can walk on us. We're strong. You can walk on all of us. It's like, thank you. And then I just went on my merry way. Awesome. So, Mother Nature is the most powerful, I believe, in energy. the purest form of energy for me. It's a giver of life for sure. This is a giver of life. Right there.
It's swim time! Again, life-giving, energy, love, everything can be found right here. Can you share a bit about what you experienced?
The idea of not having an open mind and receiving is not easy. But if I'm conscious of it and I let it happen, it comes, and it comes like that. I don't have to think about it. I just have to let it happen. I mean, just sitting here 2 seconds ago, it came to me immediately. And I sat there and wondered if that was the correct thing. I instantly kind of doubted myself. But then no, it's a matter of fact. It is what it is, and it just happens. So I have to trust it.
And what are you trusting?
I'm trusting the message and how awesome that is. Because it's not always that easy. But if I just let it happen, it's pretty awesome. And thank you. So to sum up this hike, this adventure, this experience, is to trust what Mother Nature is trying to tell me. To trust the process of letting go. To trust the process of trusting something other than yourself. And for me, on that hike, it was the rocks. It was the wind. It was the river. It was talking to Angelique. It was experiencing the waterfall. It was experiencing just walking quietly, listening, being calm, which is something I don't do very often. This experience taught me how to let go of certain things that I want gone in my life, that I don't want to worry about anymore. It was a burden to me. So with the process of throwing rocks into the river, just listening to the messages that were being given to me, it really was a transformative adventure. I highly recommend going on these hikes. Angelique is fantastic with allowing you to just be calm. Just listen to what's happening around you. Forget about the stresses in life. Learn how to just let the universe help you when you need to be helped. I can't recommend this higher. If you have a chance to go on a hike with Angelique, it is absolutely transformative. So I just want to say thank you to Angelique, and I highly recommend it. Thank you again, Angelique.
We are back in Knoxville from our beautiful hike in Cades Cove. Oh, it was fantastic. And thank you, Donald. We had such a great time and learned and explored and released some things that were no longer serving us. So the question is, will you? Will you? Come join us every third Tuesday of the month from now until October. You can join us on your very own transformative hike up into the mountains and down into the waterfall. So all you need to do to join us on any of those hikes on the third Tuesday of each month now through October is to click the description box. You'll find a link there which you can click on, which will take you to a page that shows you all the details you need to know to book your hike to Cades Cove with me. I'd love for you to join me where we can have a more in-depth opportunity to talk and not talk and just enjoy the silence, which is one of the best parts of the hike. Being able to hear Mother Nature on another whole level is really what that's all about. Deepen our connection, allow ourselves to experience silence and quiet of the heart and mind is restorative. And I want that for you. I want you to be able to experience peace and then bring more of that back with you when you come back home. So join me any third Tuesday of the month from now until October. Click the link in the description box. And for now, I send you off. Always with love from Angelique.
Get ready to feel revitalized and refreshed by a day hike, a waterfall, and a 5-star supper in the heart of the Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. Join author, speaker, and nature enthusiast Angelique Medow as she leads Will You Love Nature Tours every third Tuesday of the month through October 2022. Feel the cool mountain breeze and the crystal clear stream. Smell the seasonal flowers and forest. Hear the rushing waterfall and watch animals in their element. Whether you're beginning to connect with yourself, nature, and life in this way, or you'd like to deepen your connection, join us to renew your heart and mind with Angelique in nature. Learn easy tips for more peace, joy, and vibrancy. Release inner resistance and feel refreshed today. After the hike, we'll enjoy a relaxed supper on the patio of the Dancing Bear Bistro. And if you'd like to extend your experience overnight, book your own luxury cabin at Dancing Bear. These exclusive Will You Love Nature tours and dinners in the heart of the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee are now open. Book your tour now, any third Tuesday of the month through October 2022. Just click the description box, click the link for the Cades Cove tour, then book your tour, and we'll see you there. And for a more leisurely 1-hour weekly walk and picnic lunch with Angelique in Knoxville, Tennessee, try this. Join author, advisor, and influencer Angelique Medow for the Will You Love Nature Tour every Thursday in June, July, and August at Knoxville, Tennessee's luxury resort, event venue, and nature center, Ancient Lore Village. You'll be greeted by Angelique's smiling face each Thursday morning at 10:30 at Ancient Lore Village, where she'll lead your custom tour of the lush habitat full of fox, heron, geese, butterflies, dragonflies, fish, fowl, and fairies. Learn to observe nature, to see, hear, and know its unique communication and messages. Learn to feel safe and at ease in nature, and experience a 5-minute guided meditation for peace and unconditional love anytime. Then gather round a cozy table to enjoy a picnic lunch with new friends and a full spectrum of beverages. Your choice of filtered water, picnic lunch, and use of meditation mat are included in the tour price of $54. So gather your comfy clothes, shoes, and hat, and let's walk, visit, and share a meal together any Thursday through August from 10:30 to 12:30 at Ancient Lore Village in Knoxville, Tennessee. Connect your heart and mind to the treasures within yourself, nature, and life today and always. For tickets and tour details, click the link in the description box, and we'll see you there. For more information about programs offered by Will You, mentoring with Angelique, and to watch video success stories from clients, explore willyougrow.com. If you or your company are interested in inspiring our mutual audience by sponsoring this or another of our programs, let's talk about it. Boost viewer confidence and trust in your company. Call 1-833-WILL-YOU, then press extension number 6. Make sure to click the subscribe button to get reminders before upcoming shows.